Good evening and welcome. You're watching the 7 o'clock news on CNC3. I'm Ria Rambali.
I'm Ryan Beju.
I am Jassi Marik with sport.
And I'm Jean-Marc Rampasad with your weather.
Let's tell you what's making the news tonight. Venezuela threatens severing energy deals with Trinidad and Tobago, but the PM says TNT's future does not depend on that country.
Warship docking in TNT triggers panic buying in some parts of the country.
Chief Secretary denounces war amid U.S. military buildup. He's petitioning for Tobago's say in foreign policy.
Ahead in sport.
We had conversations, staff, players together, and everyone's sort of singing from the same hymn sheet.
Still without a gaffer, TNT women's co-coach Briggs gives a status report ahead of Jamaica friendly.
Category 5 Hurricane Melissa is now gradually turning towards Jamaica. I'll have the details in tonight's weather report.
Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar remains unfazed by Venezuela's latest move to suspend bilateral energy agreements with TNT, saying that the country's economic future is not tied to its South American neighbor.
However, former Energy Minister and former Prime Minister Stuart Young criticized the UNC administration, accusing it of mismanaging the country's energy sector and eroding years of progress.
Jesse Ramdale has more.
Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar says the government is not concerned about the future of Trinidad and Tobago's energy cooperation with Venezuela following an announcement from the Venezuelan government that Caracas is looking to suspend all bilateral gas agreements. Venezuela's Vice President Delcy Rodriguez explains that Article 13, Number 3 of the 2015 agreement grants either party the authority to formally renounce the deal. She described the agreement as very broad and said the denunciation would be a responsible measure to protect Venezuela's national interests. The move on Monday by Venezuela's oil ministry places the development of the Dragon gas field in limbo once again, as well as Coquina Mannequin and the Lauren Manatee gas fields. Just a month ago, the U.S. granted TNT an OFAC license to pursue the Dragon project. The Venezuelan vice president has argued that the Kamla Persad-Bissessar-led government has shifted its foreign policy in a way that undermines the regional solidarity. But in an immediate response, Persad-Bissessar said the decision, while unfortunate, would not derail the country's plans for economic growth and energy development. She contended that her administration's approach has been one of balance and prudence, saying the previous government heavily relied on the Dragon gas project. Former Energy Minister and former Prime Minister Stuart Young criticized the government's handling of the situation, saying the country's energy future is being systematically destroyed. He is particularly concerned about the Manatee gas project, which has been reported to hold around 10 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. Meanwhile, opposition leader Penelope Beckles said the development is both alarming and consequential. Beckles said the development represents a complex and delicate challenge that requires a measured and thoughtful response from the Trinidad and Tobago government. Jesse Ramdale, CNC3 News.
Well, the Prime Minister reiterated that neither the Venezuelan government nor CARICOM will pressure the government into retreating from the fight against the drug cartels. She said she was tired of seeing citizens murdered and terrorized because of gang violence driven by illegal drugs and arms.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister told CNC3 News that she has not received any requests for the USS Gerald R. Ford, the world's largest warship, to enter Trinidad and Tobago's territorial waters. Well, with TNT's energy deals with Venezuela now on shaky ground, economist Dr. Justin Ram joins us to put this situation into perspective. Dr. Ram, given that Trinidad's energy sector is responsible for over 40% of its GDP, how concerning is this development?
Well, I guess in the short term, there are some concerns, but you have to understand that we don't have any gases yet from Dragon. The country's gas production is currently where it is, and as a result, the country's GDP is currently where it is. I would say that I agree with the Prime Minister here that our future, our economic future, shouldn't necessarily be tied to gas, to cross-border gas, as it were. It is time for us to have this wake-up call, and I'm hoping that this could be a blessing in disguise for us to allow us to really systematically diversify and to grow the other sectors of this economy.
Having said that, Dr. Ram, what is the estimated value of these contracts now at stake, and what are the critical areas that could be jeopardized?
Well, currently, I mean, the Manatee field has recently, as last year, Shell decided to go ahead with its investment in that field, and the estimates are that when that field comes on stream, that we'll have about 604 million cubic feet of gas being produced per day from that. And that's equivalent to about 104,000 barrels of oil equivalent. So it's quite significant. But in the scheme of our natural gas production, that just represents about 26% increase from where we are now. The Dragon field, everybody has been speaking about that. We're still unsure as to how much gas we were likely to get from that and where that's likely to take us. Estimates are saying that that could be anywhere from about 200 to 300 million cubic feet of gas per day. We're not sure as yet. So as right now, we're not sure as the amount of gas and the value associated with Dragon field as to what that could potentially do for us. And so I think because of the uncertainties there, it is really high time for Trinidad and Tobago to start focusing on growing other sectors of this economy. Mm-hmm. We have been begging and asking for this for far too long. And I think we've just focused too much on developing gas resources without putting the necessary effort and time into developing the other sectors of this economy.
Dr. Ram, given the potential fallout from Venezuela's calculated geopolitical maneuver, what do you think is the best way forward for all parties involved, especially TNT?
Well, I think, the Trinidad is in a particular situation here, as the Prime Minister has said, where we have a very lawless border between ourselves and Venezuela. And look, let's be factual. This has led to the high levels of crime and gang violence that we've seen in Trinidad and Tobago, and something needed to be done here. Now, whether this response, along with the United States, will get us to that long-term solution where we would have a safer Trinidad and Tobago, I am not sure, but certainly something needed to be done. When it comes to the oil and gas resources, there's so much uncertainty there. For the last 10 years, we've put all of our eggs in that basket for trying to develop the Dragon gas field, and still we have not seen any results from that. I can only say to the Prime Minister that now is the time to take the opportunity to try to develop true financial independence for Trinidad and Tobago by focusing on the other rich sectors that we have in this economy. Manufacturing, tourism can be a great, great player within our economy, as well as our cultural tourism as well. Let's look at these other sectors that can grow the economy and provide our people with real jobs. I think that's what the Prime Minister should really be focused on, to avoid us having to always be in this precarious situation when it comes to geopolitics.
Dr. Ram, thank you so much for joining us here on the CNC3 7 p.m. news. Let's leave it there for now. All eyes will be on how this situation unfolds. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Well, former Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Dr. Amory Brown is warning that rising tensions between Venezuela and the U.S. seem to be affecting citizens' mental health. He criticized the government's lack of transparency and clear diplomatic communication, which he says has fueled widespread unease. On Sunday, the USS gravely docked in the port of Spain. Venezuela later condemned the nearby military exercises as a, quote, serious threat to the Caribbean and a hostile provocation. Speaking to CNC3 News, Dr. Brown said fears of potential conflict are deepening public anxiety and trepidation.
There must be concern. We're also concerned about the mental health of a number of our citizens, especially older persons who, despite the blasé refutations of the Prime Minister, are very, very concerned. Some of them are quite terrified, and it would help if there's some transparency.
Well, tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela have stirred unease across the Caribbean. While government officials say there's no cause for alarm, the Supermarkets Association says some citizens aren't taking any chances.
Kevin Feldman and Che Tikason tell us citizens have been quietly stocking up since the situation worsens.
As the warship USS gravely docked in Port of Spain for joint military exercises, concern rippled across some supermarkets. Some residents, wary of the geopolitical tension, are filling trolleys with canned food, water and other essentials just in case.
I want to make sure that my family is taken care of in case of if there's anything shutting down.
JT Supermarket in C3 Centre, St. Madeleine, noted higher sales in bottled water, toilet paper, flour, rice and canned foods like tuna, Vienna sausages, sardines over the weekend. Maria Garcia said the uncertainty between Washington and Caracas has changed the way she shops and how she feels about tomorrow.
You feel scared, you feel uncertain.
Others, like Mafalda Fabian, share the concern but are waiting before they act.
As it stands, I think it is necessary, but I'll still hold for a little bit until my children and I decide to do it together.
For the allies, preparation and prayer go hand in hand. Ezra is stocking up cautiously, while Nizam is trusting in faith.
We have to organize ourselves and get our groceries. How much could we buy? It's a limited amount. They might be rationing stuff eventually if war breaks out.
I've been praying for my country. All you are. So I'm not scared, not worried.
But not everyone is alarmed. Some say the tension between the superpowers is not this country's fight.
And I think my government is smart enough to protect its people, so I'm not worried.
And as some shop in fear and others in faith, supermarket operators say there is no need to panic. Shelves remain full and supply lines remain steady. At Massey Point Fortin, staff say there has not been anything out of the usual, with toilet paper sales up because of the company's flash sale.
The supply chain into supermarkets remains resilient, with stocks in both our warehouses and in supply warehouses. Should there be increase in purchasing due to natural disaster, hurricane, flooding, or any external circumstances.
Whether cautious or confident, shoppers across the South are watching the headlines, hoping calm, not conflict, prevails. Kevin Fellman, CNC3 News.
AmCham Chief Executive Officer Nirad Tiwari is adding the Chamber's voice to calls for peace, noting that stability across the region isn't just a diplomatic ideal, but an economic necessity.
We would like a situation in which all our neighbors and the countries of the hemisphere can operate in peace, because a climate of safety and peace is better for business than anything else, and it's better for all our people of the hemisphere.
Meanwhile, he acknowledged that the temporary closure of the Port of Spain during the visit of the USS Gravely may have affected trade operations, but praised the swift collaboration with customs to redirect activity to the Point Lisas port. He says that kind of coordination is key to maintaining confidence in trade and investment locally.
With the U.S. increasing its military presence in the Caribbean, Chief Secretary Farley Augustine is making it clear Tobago does not support war in any form. At an event at UE earlier today, he again voiced concern that Tobago has no input in TNT's foreign policy positions. However, he maintains that war is not an option.
Certainly, I will not be supporting war anywhere in the world. I don't think that we need to go to war to resolve conflicts necessarily. So that won't get my support from a moral perspective. But from a purely legal perspective, unfortunately, the THA doesn't even get the benefit of consultation.
Well, he's petitioning for legislative changes to give Tobago a voice in shaping foreign policy.
Meanwhile, Augustine says he has reminded fishermen to remain law-abiding and to avoid international waters, urging them to focus on local fishing grounds instead. He also recalled previously warning of the island's limited Coast Guard assets, an issue he says remains separate, but one that continues to be his main priority.
Well, today we asked, do you think the United States will start a war with Venezuela?
And this is what you had to tell us.
The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPL.
While we have seen several escalations within recent times, I don't believe it will reach to the extent of an all-out conflict. I do believe that the military presence of the U.S., as well as its military force being well known, will serve as a necessary deterrent to any conflict should it proceed.
My opinion is based on all I've seen so far, no.
Well, right now, we are facing a time bomb. Anything could happen, but I know that Maduro is very weak, and it's a matter of time for the U.S. to get him out, dead or alive.
No, I don't think so. I think it's a bluffing thing. They just want to put everybody here, so Venezuela can see. I might get frightened, I might not get frightened, but I concern about me and my people, because if them break out, we easy one not going on and get the collateral damage.
The possibility is very high for that to happen as tensions increase. We must really look at what is going on.
Yes, I do. Why? Because the practices of America for the past years, I've been seeing it. It's just a matter of time here.
The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPL.
Still to come in the news, Jamaica braces for Category 5 Hurricane Melissa. TNT among Caribbean countries on standby to help.
Visually impaired senator slams 2026 budget, warning of rising costs and segregation in the disability housing plan.
Coming up in sport, as their World Cup campaign prep steps up in TNT, Jamaica's reggae girls keep one eye on Hurricane Melissa.
At Bagwansing's, Port of Spain and Chaguanas, we are committed to providing quality products for all major building projects. Let's build together with rebars and beams, BRC coils and mats, RHS and angles, roofing sheets and purlins, lumber, plywood and MDF. Bagwansing's, building homes, building communities, building TNT for over 60 years. Bagwansing's, Port of Spain and Chaguanas, building value every day.
Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar has announced that her government will go to Parliament on Friday to extend the state of emergency. Declared on July 18th, the SOE is due to expire tomorrow.
Persad-Bissessar said the SOE's extension would be placed on the order paper for a sitting of the lower house. The government declared an SOE in July of 2025 due to what it said was the emergence of a highly threatening criminal network that was operating both inside and outside of the correctional facilities.
Now, in August, Police Commissioner Alistair Guevara indicated that the threat which triggered the SOE had been neutralized. Today, the Prime Minister credited the SOE for what she said is a downturn in murders compared to 2024 figures.
Now, this country has pledged support to Jamaica as Category 5 Hurricane Melissa nears the island. The Prime Minister says she's reached out to Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness to offer support.
And while the ODPM and key ministries are on standby, CARICOM has also expressed solidarity. As you'll hear in this report from Carissa Lee, after the confusion over the weekend, locals there are hoping for better communication when the hurricane passes.
Set to make landfall on Tuesday morning, this weather system could be the strongest hurricane Jamaica has ever recorded. On Monday afternoon, a quiet sense of unease was palpable across the country during the proverbial calm before the storm. But lecturer at UWI Mona campus, Dr. Amit Neil Ramkisoon, said conditions are intensifying.
The winds are very strong, and where I am right now, the electricity is gone. It's been gone for all of the day.
Ramkisoon said he went to the grocery store this afternoon and he reported long lines at the register. Meanwhile, this country's government stands ready to assist. In a media release, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar said she has reached out to Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness to offer support following the hurricane and confirmed that agencies are on standby, urging citizens and organizations to donate essential items once collection points are announced. Over the weekend, the Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs and UWI Mona students clashed over conflicting information about the assistance being provided. On CNC3's The Morning Brew, Ray Clark called for clearer communication moving forward.
I was really disappointed in terms of the way how it made us look as though we were lying. And how we felt belittled, we felt not heard.
Clark and Student Association President Brianna Bettel said that while students are grateful for the support received from the High Commission and alumni, the government could have done more to assist. They also voiced concerns about local students living in weaker halls on campus. CARICOM expressed its deep concern and solidarity for the government and people of Jamaica and reaffirmed its commitment to a collective effort to support recovery and reconstruction. Carissa Lee, CNC3 News.
Independent Senator and economist Dr. Marlene Atz is advising Trinidad and Tobago to always be prepared given that the region is facing so many risks.
And Angostura Holdings Limited has reported a robust financial performance for the 9 months ending September 30th, 2025. More in tonight's Business Watch.
As the Caribbean continues to grapple with growing economic and geopolitical risks, Independent Senator and development economist Dr. Marlene Atz is urging Trinidad and Tobago to be prepared.
I think it all points to how do we navigate these uncertain times, because there are a lot of things coming at Trinidad and Tobago now, as all of the other Caribbean countries, as well many of the other Caribbean countries. But I think Trinidad and Tobago has a unique set of challenges that we have to face and that we have to navigate together.
Dr. Atz referenced Hurricane Melissa as a stark reminder that disaster can strike at any moment, reinforcing the need for national readiness. She also weighed in on government's fiscal strategy.
Budget 2026 is this government's response, their first budget, this government's response to trying to help Trinidad and Tobago build resilience. There's a lot to unpack inside of there. There's some things that I think are noteworthy. There's some things that I think we need to have some conversations around.
Dr. Atz was speaking to Business Watch outside Parliament on Monday. In corporate news, Angostura Holdings Limited has posted robust financial results for the 9 months ended September 30th, 2025. The company reported a profit after tax of $104 million, a 10% increase compared to the same period last year. Revenue also saw an 8% boost, climbing by $59 million. Domestically, the group recorded a 3% growth, driven by the successful launch of several ready-to-drink innovations earlier this year. Looking ahead, Angostura says it remains focused on sustaining long-term growth in both revenue and profitability. And now for a look at today's energy and forex prices. Geisha Kaulesa Alonso, CNC3 Business Watch.
Independent Senator Alicia Pauline Lalit Etienne has criticized the 2026 budget, calling it a plan that claims to be people-centered but will in fact raise the cost of living for the most vulnerable.
She also took aim at a proposed state housing measure for persons with disabilities. During her contribution to the Senate debate today, Lalit Etienne, who is the country's first visually impaired senator, said the increases in the landlord tax and electricity surcharge will be passed on to the average citizen. Meanwhile, Lalit Etienne is taking issue with a proposal by the government to provide housing for people with disabilities in Edinburgh 500. She accused the state of wanting to create a disability district.
You can't take on section we off and throw it down in Edinburgh 500. We want to walk out of our home. Good morning to anybody else. And you know what it is? Many neighbors will say, hey, I admire this person because they live so independently. We would be examples in the society.
The independent senator said differently abled people are not plague-ridden and should not be made to feel as if they are being quarantined. Well, let's tell you what's still to come in the news tonight. Penal family terrorized in early morning armed home invasion.
We had mostly sunny and breezy conditions today with just 1 or 2 isolated showers over both islands, but all eyes are on monstrous Hurricane Melissa. We'll take a look at the conditions in Jamaica coming up just after the break.
From Charles Chocolates, into flavor. Ping pong, everybody wants some. Roasted peanuts is the true #1. Ping pong, you better get a handful. This chocolate is so incredible. What's the snack everybody craves for? Ping pong, bongs into flavor. Chocolate coated peanuts. Delicious top class A+. Ping pong, ping pong. From Charles Chocolates, bongs into flavor.
Whether you're an athlete, a business professional, or simply someone who values their health, Omega XL can empower you to keep doing what you love. Don't let joint discomfort hold you back.
Live long, stay strong with the XL brand.
Muscle Russell. Ho, 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 ho. Start the season sweet with Jimmy Abood's annual Christmas and October sale. Get up to 60% off on curtains, sheet sets, floor mats, upholstery fabric, and more. Shop now at the last big sale of the year.
Growing your food business begins here at Southern Food Basket Wholesale Distribution Center. The turnaround is fast, from container to cold storage to pickup trucks. And when we deliver, product integrity is maintained with our highly respected vehicle-powered chilling systems. So come on down to Southern Food Basket Wholesale Distribution Center, where a whole new experience awaits.
Flooring is serious business. Why take a chance? It's not a small spend, so why waste time? No doubt, CW Interiors has the widest selection of flooring. Not one or even two, but 7 different collections. Superior quality at the most competitive prices. Excellent warranties. Don't be fooled. Buy with confidence from CW Interiors, making quality affordable for over 45 years.
Millions of people are attacked by harmful mouth bacteria. The root cause of bad breath, gum problems, cavities, plaque, and tartar. That's why Colgate combined the best science and technology in Colgate Total. Unlike others, its superior formula fights bacteria and creates a powerful protective barrier for up to 24 hours to prevent them from coming back. Take control of your oral health with Colgate Total.
Presenting the most modern pharmaceutical facility in the country, Food Basket Hyperfarm Pharmacy Food Basket Complex, Arima. We stock the widest range of health and beauty products, baby supplies, stationery, fragrances, and cosmetics. Our organic, sugar, and gluten-free products cater to vegans and the health conscious. A wide assortment of dispensary medication and over-the-counter items at the most affordable prices. Make Hyperfarm Pharmacy your choice. Located on the compound of Food Basket Complex, Arima.
Welcome to the speed round of getting money right. Let's begin. Name some of the red flags associated with an investment scam.
Pressure tactics to invest.
Correct.
Promise of money if you bring friends.
Correct.
Request for personal information.
Correct. Bonus question. What is the penalty for operating a pyramid or Ponzi scheme?
$10 million and 10 years in prison.
Correct. Well done. The scores are even, so we go to our tiebreaker question. You receive money in your account from an investment company, and they tell you to transfer it to a third account. Does that sound right?
I think about it, and that's not right.
Congratulations, you tinker. Getting Money Right is brought to you by the TTSEC. Visit investigateTT.com to access free learning resources and check the TTSEC for a list of registered individuals and securities. The Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. You invest, we protect, everyone benefits.
My mom has been shopping here for the last 15 years. So coming here with her, now I have my own family.
The variety of items, cleanliness of the place, the spaciousness.
My favorite section is household.
My husband loves the hardware section and the auto section. My favorite would be stationery.
Price Club is the low price leading supermarket in TNT.
They are the best. I would recommend Price Club to anybody.
The weather forecast with Shoma Rampasad, and things seem to be relatively quiet here, but what's happening in Jamaica?
Well, conditions have been gradually deteriorating. Remember, Melissa is moving very slowly. So now this was recorded just before sunset in the Kingston Harbour, and we can see the decreased visibility due to the heavy rainfall. Some choppy sea conditions as well, and notice how the wind is pushing the water towards the shoreline. That helps to create the storm surge which floods the coastal areas and has prompted the authorities to evacuate some of those villages along the southern coastline. But interestingly, Jamaican local government minister Desmond McKenzie expressed his concern about the low utilization of the emergency shelters. He said that there are over 800 open across the island, but only 76 of them are seeing any activities earlier today. Elsewhere, most areas are under rainfall of varying intensities, some moderate to heavy, here in Maypen a short while ago. Now, looking at the details of the trajectory itself, Melissa is expected to make landfall on the Jamaican south coast mid-morning tomorrow. Now, the further west it drifts will be better for Jamaica, as less areas will be susceptible to those catastrophic Category 5 winds. Now, conditions will continue to deteriorate overnight and into the morning, with sustained winds in the eye wall or the area surrounding the eye, getting up to 280 kilometers per hour, with even higher gusts. Storm surge is expected to be about 13 feet in some areas, and rainfall estimates are expected to be in the 20 to 30 inches region, which will result in widespread landslides and flooding. Now, Jamaica has a rich history with cyclones. The last landfalling major hurricane was 37 years ago, and that was Gilbert in 1988. And then, interestingly, 37 years before that as well, there was Hurricane Charlie in 1951, both of them making landfall in the Kingston area. Now, taking a look at the satellite in our area, a bit settled conditions currently, but there's two tropical waves to our east. The first is proceeding northwestward, then the other should get here around Thursday. Then the intertropical convergence zone will likely drift over the area this weekend. So for the forecast for tonight, mostly fair despite the low chance of the odd shower, overnight lows of 25 degrees in Trinidad and 27 in Tobago. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and breezy at times, a bit similar to today, just the odd shower during the afternoon and evening. Sea conditions still have not changed much. Moderate conditions with waves up to 2 meters in open waters, and winds are expected out of the east-southeast at 15 knots. Looking ahead, a gradual increase in the chance of rain throughout the week, and then the chance of the isolated thunderstorm from Thursday, leading into a relatively wet weekend with the ITCZ expected over the area. Now, aside from the weather, we had an earthquake last Friday, and there's also another occurrence in the Eastern Caribbean, as they were rocked by a 6.7 magnitude earthquake this morning, which was felt as far away as St. Vincent. Now, the earthquake was followed by 18 less intense aftershocks during the course of the day. Now, certainly, we are in a seismically active zone, but to see an earthquake swarm like that is very interesting.
All right, thank you so much, Jean-Marc. Let's tell you what's still to come in the news. Savga Foundation raises alarm over rising pancreatic cancer rates in TNT and urges action.
Would you recommend this product to younger people?
Age doesn't really matter. So I think if I was 17, 18 and I get introduced to these products, I would maybe be Superman. So
More Superman?
More Superman.
Absolutely outstanding. Food Basket. Food Basket, nation's #1 supermarket. Bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh producers, everything fantastic. For everyday low price, things real nice. Come in once, but to come back twice. Wholesale, retail, everything for you. Arima, Shagwana, Shafle, Glowview. Food Basket, the nation's #1 supermarket. Bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh producers, everything fantastic. Food Basket. Marketplace Shagwanas, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right.
Science calls it AMPK, your body's built-in system for burning fat, balancing blood sugar, and fueling energy. Berberine Plus naturally supports AMPK, helping you feel better, live better, be better. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Berberine Plus, powerful results naturally.
Okay, I see you. Okay, let me see you, Cherry Hill. Yeah, now take it back. Let me see you rock off, shake off, shake off. Let me see you rock off, rock off. Let me see you kick right, now kick left, now step forward, now step back. Lucozade, bring the energy.
Looking for big savings and a better shopping experience? Come on down to Food Shoppers Supermarket, 121 Eastern Main Road, Arima, in the J Chai Trading Compound. 10% off meats every Wednesday, 30% off fresh produce every Sunday and Monday. Plus, buy one, get one deals on select items. Shop in comfort, wide aisles, cool and clean store, and spacious parking. Food Shoppers Supermarket, big on savings, big on comfort.
Ho, 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 ho. Start the season sweet with Jimmy Abood's annual Christmas and October sale. Get up to 60% off on curtains, sheet sets, floor mats, upholstery fabric, and more. Shop now at the last big sale of the year.
Step into a world of opportunities at CTS College, where education is beyond academics. Winner of over 50 world prizes, as well as ACTT Student Service Award. It's a college of your choice for quality education, guaranteed to unlock your true potential. Internationally recognized degree programs. Choose a degree that is right for you. Come in for your free career guidance session and start your future today with CTS College.
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Trinry. Premier insurance coverage for less.
If you could see what the future holds, you'd see that while things change, you've still got it. You are strong, resilient, inspiring, and you won't be defined by time. You'll own every minute of it because you were made for more. Discover how Alive multivitamins by Nature's Way help you age vibrantly.
Southern Food Basket. Quality food to fill your basket. Get it all at Southern Food Basket. Fresh goods on every aisle with best prices. For the best market around. High quality meat pound for pound. Get the best for less. Start shopping. Go to Southern Food Basket. Shopping how you like it. High quality at the best prices. Every aisle just wide and spacious. So spend less at Southern Food Basket. Good food at great prices for sure. Come get what you're looking for.
No, this is Radical Trading, you know that? And them have everything to cover anything. Radical Trading have the best fabric designs for your upholstery needs, yeah? So furniture, car, boat, tent, even material for school bags.
This will look really nice on my couch, boy.
They even making pillow too.
Sprang.
Oui.
Oh, shucks, I forget my money.
Serious?
They could pay for it for me.
Me and my big mouth boy, I wonder if Radical get thing to cover mouth yet.
Radical Trading, 4 locations nationwide.
A 42-year-old penal housewife and her 2 daughters are now fearful to stay in their own home after bandits attacked them early this morning. She says her 18-year-old daughter was put in a chokehold and slammed onto her bed during the ordeal. Both of them, as well as her 5-year-old daughter, were bound with duct tape as 3 armed men invaded their home at Simangal Trace shortly after her husband left for work just after 5 a.m. For 20 minutes, they were terrorized as bandits demanded money and jewelry. Sherry Dowlat recalls being afraid that they would have been shot.
They put my foot and mouth, my hand and thing. And when she come out, well, I tell them, I say, they say, if it have any jewel and thing in the room and thing, I say, they tell me how I have to carry them to show them. I say, well, I can't walk and let them take up my foot. They say, they hold in my hand and they carry me. And I went to the room and I said, my husband have be safe underneath the bed. Just take that and go, just spare your life.
The family's car was later discovered abandoned in Mont Diablo. Anyone with information is asked to contact the police.
Let's hand you over now to Jassy to see what's coming up in sport.
Thank you, guys. After the break, we'll tell you that Powell and Hope star with the bat as the men in maroon get a T20 series opening win against Bangladesh. And teenager Bailey captures her maiden UE half marathon title. Ekesa is this year's men's champion. Stick around, sport is next.
For those who try Omega XL and they say it didn't work, try it again.
Whatever I was using, this Omega is the best.
Remember, you deserve the best. Choose Omega XL, a supplement that I can assure you is committed to helping you live a long life and a strong life.
Live long, stay strong
with Omega XL.
Available nationwide. Visit your local pharmacy or health food store today.
Dress like you mean business. At The Working Woman, we bring you stylish, professional looks made for the modern woman. From casual to formal workwear, we've got your professional wardrobe covered.
Growing your food business begins here at Southern Food Basket Wholesale Distribution Center. The turnaround is fast, from container to cold storage to pickup trucks. And when we deliver, product integrity is maintained with our highly respected vehicle-powered chilling systems. So come on down to Southern Food Basket Wholesale Distribution Center, where a whole new experience awaits.
Don't let Forex limits take the fun out of your shopping. At TriniRetail.com, you can buy international goods and pay immediately in TT dollars using a credit card, links, or even cash on delivery. Shop online at TriniRetail.com from the comfort of your home and choose from thousands of exclusive items you won't find in local stores. Kitchen essentials, home decor, appliances, electronics, and more. Enjoy fast delivery within 48 hours or convenient pickup at our Central Collection Center located next to Extra Foods Endeavor. With our 3D secure payment gateway, every purchase on TriniRetail.com is safe. And you'll earn cashback rewards on every order. So, relax, click and save. Shop global and pay local. Visit TriniRetail.com today and shop without limits.
Gaming Express Limited is a premium importer and retailer of the highest quality brand name electronics. We stock the widest range of PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Samsung, and Apple devices and accessories. Visit us at Shop 52, Level 2, Gulf City Mall in San Fernando, or contact us by phone or WhatsApp message at 687-7480 or 301-9797 or 798-1280. Like our Facebook and Instagram pages for updates on products and services.
Food Basket. Food Basket, nation's #1 supermarket, bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh producers, everything fantastic. For everyday low price, things real nice. Come in once, but to come back twice. Wholesale retail, everything for you. A Rima, Shagwana, Shafle, Gulfview. Food Basket, the nation's #1 supermarket, bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh producers, everything fantastic. Food Basket, Marketplace Gulfview, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right.
Do you know that Neo Eyewear was the first to offer the Ray-Ban Meta glasses in Trinidad?
And yes, they are genuine and authentic with different colors and sizes to match your style. With these glasses, you can listen to music, take calls hands-free, pictures, and even videos.
And yes, they offer a free eye test.
And back to school sale, frames, lens for $200. You heard me right, $200 for frames, lens, eye test, everything. So what are you waiting for? See your way with Neo Eyewear.
Magical Expressions Limited is the largest local importer and distributor of fresh cut stems, offering the widest range of beautiful flowers at the most affordable prices. Call us today at 701-6488, 701-6680, 728-6786, or visit our website to order.
Growing your food business begins here at Southern Food Basket Wholesale Distribution Center. The turnaround is fast, from container to cold storage to pickup trucks. And when we deliver, product integrity is maintained with our highly respected vehicle-powered chilling systems. So come on down to Southern Food Basket Wholesale Distribution Center, where a whole new experience awaits.
Panadol's new formula, 5 times faster than other paracetamol brands. There's no time to waste during special moments. When I need fast pain relief, I choose Panadol Rapid. With its new formula and exclusive technology, it's 5 times faster than other paracetamol, giving me effective pain relief. And it's also gentle on my stomach. Because my greatest gift is giving them special moments.
Welcome back. Following the resignation of former senior women's team head coach Angus Eve, the TTFA has kept faith in assistant coaches Damian Briggs and Denzel Theobald, naming them co-coaches in the interim. Meanwhile, midfielder Asher James, who has been left out of the squad for tomorrow's friendly international against Jamaica, is being promised a way back into the team in the long run. Since last Tuesday's sudden resignation of former senior women's football head coach Angus Eve, UK-based coach Damian Briggs, along with former soca warrior Denzel Theobald, have taken up the mantle. And with the Trinidad and Tobago women's team preparing to take on Jamaica in a friendly warm-up fixture ahead of next month's CONCACAF W Championship and World Cup qualifiers, the TTFA still has not addressed the situation, save for this statement on Monday.
In due course, the FA will release information on that.
Briggs and Theobald step into a delicate scenario. Last weekend, 25-year-old midfielder Asher James aired out a complaint against veteran striker Kenya Cordner and her operations since joining the team from retirement. On Monday, Briggs said the incident has not disrupted preparations.
As a staff, we've spoken about things and about putting measures and structures in place to prevent to sort of limit things like that happening. But I think quickly we've focused our attention to the Jamaica game, which is the most important thing. And, you know, as staff, we just wanted to take away that sort of noise. To be fair, we've bonded and we've gelled together. Again, we sat down and we had conversations, staff, players together, and everyone's sort of singing from the same hymn sheet.
Cordner will wear the captain's armband for the foreseeable future, but James's outburst has cost her spot in the team.
The general consensus was to it's not that she's left out forever. You know, she was spoken to about what happened and told about whatever sanctions, and, you know, everybody came to an amicable sort of solution. And going forward after this game, you know, we should see her reintegrated within the team.
Meanwhile, Briggs applauded Cordner's influence. Turning to matters on the field now, Briggs said he hopes that the test against Jamaica at the Atterbury Stadium on Tuesday night jumpstarts preparations for World Cup qualifiers, which begin next month with a trip to Barbados. Acknowledging that the team has only been assembled for 3 weeks, Briggs says tomorrow's exercise will be judged within a realm of realistic expectation.
You always want to play teams of a higher level because that gives you a good opportunity to sort of judge where you are and benchmarks within certain things. We're not here to think that it's going to be easy. We know it's going to be challenging, but we also believe in ourselves, and we want to just represent the country.
Briggs said that the squad for Tuesday is made up of a core of locally based players, but that the staff is looking forward to building the pool of players available.
It's a good opportunity for us to look at the most of local based players and, you know, assess them for what they are. So when we start to look further afield at some of the other players who play abroad, we're trying to see what is the best sort of blend or mix we can get.
Now, Jamaica's arrival in Trinidad and Tobago 5 days ahead of the fixture is an indication of their focus. The match also marks the start of preparations for a challenging group which sees the Reggae Girls grouped with Guyana, Nicaragua, Dominica and Antigua and Barbuda in CONCACAF W Championship qualification. They hope it all culminates in a third consecutive World Cup appearance.
We want to make history by going to the World Cup for the third consecutive time and continue to, for all the teams in the region, raise the bar and the standard. So we're approaching that with the idea that, you know, next month, you know, we've dubbed it the Road to Rio begins, and we want to make sure that this game is a good springboard into that match next month.
Busby said Jamaica also sees this as the beginning of a campaign to lift the profile of women's football in the region after making an historic joint bid with the USA and Mexico to host the 2031 World Cup. He also stated that while his ladies have been dedicated to the cause, the approach of Hurricane Melissa has divided attention.
They've been in our thoughts the entire week. But with that said, they've showed incredible resiliency. They've shown incredible focus through all that because we all have relatives and family back there and homes and properties. And so, you know, with all that said, when we've come in for the 90 minutes where we come to train, they've been absolutely fantastic.
Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica's women will kick off at 8 p.m. on Tuesday at the Atterbury Stadium in Couva. Gates will open at 6. Cricket now, the West Indies are back to winning ways, sealing a 16-run victory over Bangladesh in the opening T20 International in Chittagong on Monday morning. After losing the recent ODI series, the Caribbean side came out determined to make a statement.
To give everything. The month of October has been a challenging one for the West Indies. After suffering defeat to India in their two-match test series and then against Bangladesh in last week's ODI series, the men in maroon were under pressure to bounce back. But today, they came out firing in the opening T20 against Bangladesh. Winning the toss and electing to bat first, the partnership of Alec Athanes and Brandon King set the tone. Athanes smashed 34 runs off 27 balls, including 4 fours and a 6, before being bowled by Rashad Hossain in the 8th over with the Windies on 59 for 1. King contributed 33 runs from 36 balls, but Taskin Ahmed removed him with the West Indies at 82 for 2. From there, Captain Shea Hope led by example with an unbeaten 46 of 28 balls, while Rovman Powell supported with a robust 44 not out of 28. Their partnership lifted the West Indies to a competitive total of 165 for 3 from 20 overs. In Bangladesh's chase, the West Indies bowlers delivered a masterclass. Chetan Seals and Jason Holder took 3 wickets apiece, while Akil Hossain chipped in with 2 crucial dismissals. Despite a fighting effort from Tanzim Hassan Saqib, who top-scored with 33 runs, the Tigers were bowled out for 149, handing the West Indies a well-deserved 16-run victory, a statement win for the men in maroon. Samaki Felician, CNC3 Sport.
Now, the annual UE Half Marathon and 5K took place over the weekend and took over the priority bus route on Sunday morning as hundreds of runners laced up for the 13.1-mile challenge. Alex Ikesa crossed the line first overall in 1 hour, 8 minutes and 33 seconds. He was followed by Tafari Waldron in 1 hour, 8 minutes and 58 seconds. Nicholas Romani clocked 1 hour, 11 minutes and 6 seconds to place third. 17-year-old Anika Bailey claimed her first ever title, finishing in 1 hour, 30 minutes and 36 seconds.
This is my first time coming first in the half, and I'll say I did great in terms of times, training and stuff, and I really enjoyed it.
Congratulations to her. Victor Wembanyama's impressive start to the season gets him tonight's Sport High.
Nicknamed the Alien, San Antonio's Victor Wembanyama had another out-of-this-world performance last night. He pulled out 2 monster blocks on this sequence, and then with the Spurs in transition, pulled up from Saparia with the 3. The Alien with extraterrestrial abilities abducts tonight's CNC3. Sport High.
All right, I thought we were supposed to run the UE Half Marathon this year, guys.
There's always next year.
All right, thank you so much, Jassy. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Plumbing problems? Don't guess. Call Plumbing Solutions at 628-4646. Proud to be serving Trinidad and Tobago for over 20 years. We do it all. Maintenance and repairs, new construction, sewer lines, inspection, drain cleaning, leak detection. We are licensed and insured. So call Plumbing Solutions at 628-4646.
Growing your food business begins here at Southern Food Basket Wholesale Distribution Center. The turnaround is fast, from container to cold storage to pickup trucks. And when we deliver, product integrity is maintained with our highly respected vehicle-powered chilling systems. So come on down to Southern Food Basket Wholesale Distribution Center, where a whole new experience awaits.
We are your one-stop, most convenient, most helpful, most caring community pharmacy. Our pharmaceutical services include dispensing medicines, repeat dispensing, clinical governance. But we also have a fully stocked convenience store featuring our refreshment aisle, grocery lane, personal care products, toys, pet supplies. We are most conveniently located out of the traffic, just 2 minutes off the highway in Heartland Plaza, Endeavour, Chaguanas. Contact us on 220-8705 or 470-5938 and visit us soon.
Welcome to Holiday Inn Express and Suites. to enjoy spaces.
Hi.
You want some coffee?
Can I have a
Perfect then.
That's exactly what we need.
Hi, who is this way?
Whatever you're here for, we're here for you. Stay smart at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites.
Take a look at all these medical conditions. What does it have in common? This, ITIS. But what does ITIS really mean?
The suffix itis denotes inflammation of a specified organ or tissue.
ITIS really means inflammation. How do we combat chronic inflammation? Through lifestyle changes. Then, and only then, make sure you're getting enough omega-3 fatty acids.
Always consult a qualified medical professional before starting any supplements.
Visit Tire Clinic Marketing, New Truck and OTR Tire Service Center at number 30 and 32 Montrose Main Road, Chabonas. Call today at 665-8973 or 672-3419. Alignment services available. Tire Clinic Marketing, Truck and OTR Service Center. A tire for every need.
Growing your food business begins here at Southern Food Basket Wholesale Distribution Center. The turnaround is fast, from container to cold storage to pickup trucks. And when we deliver, product integrity is maintained with our highly respected vehicle-powered chilling systems. So come on down to Southern Food Basket Wholesale Distribution Center, where a whole new experience awaits.
Welcome back. Minister of Public Administration and Artificial Intelligence Dominic Smith says the government is actively taking steps to strengthen the nation's cybersecurity mechanisms in light of the ongoing escalation of tensions between Venezuela and the United States.
Outside Parliament today, Smith said heightened global uncertainty has prompted the administration to bolster its monitoring and defensive systems to ensure that Trinidad and Tobago's digital infrastructure remains secure.
Yeah, we've set up a number of committees, both regionally as well as locally. We've set up as well an interministerial committee to deal with cybersecurity and AI threats. So I think we're well equipped at this time to do assessments and also take preventative action when the time comes.
Smith said authorities are also closely monitoring the spread of misinformation and disinformation, particularly those generated or amplified by artificial intelligence tools. The John E. Sabga Memorial Foundation is concerned about a worrying increase in pancreatic cancer in Trinidad and Tobago, even among young women. The group is renewing calls for stronger advocacy, early detection, and government-led data collection at the Foundation's annual luncheon and support group event at Blue Line Diner. To mark the start of World Pancreatic Cancer Month in November, founder Natalie Sabga said pancreatic cancer has become the third leading cause of cancer-related deaths globally, with local numbers believed to be on the rise.
But particularly, we are seeing a massive increase in pancreas cancer. We have situations where we have 8 people in a 1-mile radius with pancreas cancer, and something doesn't make sense. So we need to demand better about what's going into our fruits and vegetables, what's going into our water system, the toxins, the lavas and it burning and descending, and the oil and gas industry, and we need to make people more accountable.
The foundation was established in memory of businessman John E. Sabga, who lost his battle with pancreatic cancer in 2017. The foundation has since been committed to advocacy, patient support, research and funding, and partnerships with local and international organizations, including that of the Trinidad and Tobago Cancer Society.
So how do we get your support? You need to get on board November is coming up. We want people to wear purple. We want people to talk about pancreas cancer to their neighbors. We need advocates. We need people to push. We need the government. We need the media.
She said 9% more patients are now living beyond 5 years post-diagnosis, an improvement from previous decades' pancreatic cancer's survival rate.
That's how we end the 7 p.m. news this evening. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ria Rambali.
I'm Ryan Beachu.
I am Jassy Marique.
And I'm Jean-Marc Rampasad. Have a good night.